Yeah, we've all heard of the Benzino interview. I think that this could be a possible Drink Champs classic. Now, we already know, like, people are saying that Benzino was obviously, clearly, the most, or one of the most drunkest guests on Drink Champs. If I think off the top of my head, definitely Irv Gotti has got to be in that top list. The Kanye one that got pulled, that one was definitely one of the best Drink Champs episodes. But this Benzino one will definitely go down as one of the best Drink Champs. We all know about the part where he started crying about Eminem, right? Of course, we'll have to get into that. But there's other parts of this interview that I was looking for. The parts where he talks about hip hop and how it's here and why it's here and the powers that be that try to separate us through hip hop. He broke down the record industry. He broke down when hip hop first started in New York and then how it caught wave nationally. I mean, he was dropping some gems in this interview to where I hope that a lot of you Eminem stans were watching this interview. This man did the Source magazine, which I know was around before a lot of you stans came into existence in hip hop. Eminem basically is a rapper for people that don't necessarily like hip hop. You know what I mean? Come on, like that's why he was doing the Grammys with Elton John. Let's get into just a little bit of what Benzino was saying. I'm pretty sure the video might get flagged, but whatever. It's important that we share this.
Give a fuck about none of this, what? Bro. Nori, what? Bro, we hip hop was given to us by God to save us, man. The bottom line of all this, we got to come together and stop bullshitting with each other.
Yes, I agree.
Stop criticizing each other and disrespecting each other.
Stop killing.
We got to unify together.
I mean, could I say right here that what he's saying in this part ain't true? How many people go up on major hip hop platforms like this? Like I could say Revolt TV is a major hip hop platform. I think he's keeping it real, man. I think he's expressing what actually needs to be said. I think we all can clearly see that there's something going on in rap music that doesn't seem correct.
Man, enough is enough, bro.
Yeah, you're right.
They're using it against us, bro. Yep. Like, let's come together, bro. They love us. The people, the world loves us. Let's just come together. Let's stop, man. Even the young niggas everywhere, man. Let's stop. This is who we are. We don't gotta be embarrassed or none of that. We niggas. Them people don't give a fuck about us, bro. They don't care about us. We gotta be together. Yeah, we gotta be together. We the culture. If we come together and stop hurting each other and stop worrying about trying to outdo each other, we be the fucking greatest in the world, bro. Right. They coming to us, bro. It ain't about this, bro.
Zeno,
yeah, nigga,
please, sit down. Zeno, sit down.
Yo, I gotta say, man, are they saying that the truth is coming out? It looks like Zeno's been waiting for a platform like this to be able to go ahead and speak on what's going on. I mean, I ain't mad at this, man. I feel like this is something that hip-hop needs to hear right here. Yeah, man, we don't have a lot of people out there right now speaking on hip-hop like this, and I feel like this is something that we say all the time.
It's a blessing that we can feed each other's families from this shit. Why are we like this, bro? Why do we disrespect each other in the worst way, bro?
We'll get into that later. I mean, we kind of know why this is happening, but I'm very happy that Benzino was speaking on this, man, and saying, why is there so much beef and trash talk and killings and just negativity and drugs going on in this music?
Why, bro? Like, we the shit. We the shit. All the comedians, all the rappers, all the actors. Let's support each other, bro.
I wonder if this interview is going to stay up. Are they going to do the same thing with this interview that they did with the Kanye? When Kanye went up there and started preaching all his truth, and then they pulled the video?
Person that really loved me in life.
Damn.
Hip-hop was giving us... Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. All this beef and all this bullshit. These people are laughing at it. Come on, man. I love Dave Mays. I love everybody.
This is crazy.
I love everybody, man. Eminem ain't no bad person. He belongs in hip-hop. It's a big racist problem in America right now, and Eminem could probably stop half of it. Like, bro, like, listen, all he gotta do is come to the table.
Let's rewind that part real quick. Let's rewind that part real quick. How come I didn't see this part trending on Twitter? That Benzino said that Eminem actually has the power to stop some of the racism going on in the country. Make some noise on that one, man. Sound the alarm on that, man. Yo. Come on, man. Who else is really going to address this? Like, let's be real, man. There's certain rappers that you just cannot talk about. Certain entertainers that people just don't speak about. It was really funny because, you know, Jess Hilarious just got hired by the Breakfast Club, right? And she went up and did her little talk, and she said, oh, it's really great to see that Beyonce is now, you know, doing commercials and coming out with one of her products or her hairline and showing a little bit more of her personality, because it seemed like we don't really see her personality anymore. This is what Jess Hilarious said on the Breakfast Club. And when she said that, I heard Charlamagne kind of smirk or laugh, you know, like, like laughing like, why are you saying that? Or laughing like, that ain't true, or it is true. I'm not sure. He didn't say nothing about it, but just a little laugh that he did after she made that comment made me really think, like, how come we don't see people like Eminem that have a very powerful voice and a very powerful influence? They have very major influence on society. And why don't they speak more about the issues that are going on, especially in America? We ain't got to worry about what's going on in the world, but we could definitely talk about what's going on in America. And how come these big time celebrities with this major influence and superstar power don't usually tend to speak on important issues? But nobody's asking those questions, and he sure ain't doing those interviews.
It's a big racist problem in America right now, and Eminem could probably stop half of it. Like, bro, like, listen, all he got to do is come to the table and listen.
That's the message.
That's the message.
That's the message.
Fuck all them. Look,
But that's the message.
we don't need that. Let's just use our common sense. God gave us hip hop to save us when crack and drugs came and destroyed us.
True.
All I'm saying is, man.
Yeah, I bet you Stans didn't know that. Shout out to Benzino, man. Shout out, man. Sounding the alarm for that. Shout out to Benzino for saying this and telling you guys when hip-hop started and when it came. I'm so happy to hear people from this generation speak on hip-hop, because they were there at the time, and they were there before hip-hop was mainstream and before we heard it everywhere. I remember I heard somebody in the comments say, oh, well, hip-hop used to be on MTV. Yeah, when? Are you talking about Yo MTV Raps? That was only one time during the week, I believe on a Thursday evening, when most kids that were watching that had to get ready to go to sleep and go to school the next day. So they purposely put it on at night. That's what I'm saying, man. Shout out to those of us that were around when hip-hop was not the mainstream. Shout out to those of us that were already listening to rap music before Eminem. Shout out to those of us that were listening to hip-hop before Eminem. We can definitely see that there was a shift and a change after Eminem came into rap music. And not only that, but I will say this, man, that it seemed like when Eminem came into rap music, that he was like the conscious rapper and was talking about what it's like to struggle in hip hop and not be appreciated because of your skin color, and the reverse racism that he had to deal with in hip hop culture and trying to get his music heard. And then all of a sudden he becomes the biggest rapper in the world because of his skin color. And it seemed like before Eminem, you had a lot of rappers out there that were talking about social injustice and the things that were going on in the culture of America that was not fair to us black folks, especially like Benzino was saying right here, that cats were getting locked up for selling drugs and all kinds of shit, and there was nothing else that we could do to make an honest living. And then here came hip hop, like it was just given to us, like something that we was able to get rich off of. And then now you have this white boy that came in and started doing the music, and he was pretty damn good. Like he was like, damn, this dude's actually good. He started making fun of himself and he started clowning himself. Started talking trash about himself. So it's like, well, how can you diss him? Because he's talking trash about himself. You see, he was smart. He learned from Vanilla Ice. And he learned that, yo, I can't try to be cool in this culture because no one's going to respect you. A white boy trying to be cool in this culture. So what did he do? He clowned himself and he made fun of himself and he made fun of his own culture. And that's why people had to respect him. You know, they kind of showed that scene in the final battle in 8 Mile. And then I also find it interesting, and this is why I talk about MK Ultra and the CIA taking over rap music, which we can get into later. That'll be another video. But I see where Benzino is going with this. He's maybe not saying everything that I'm sure he's aware of, but it almost seems like the black side of hip hop took a downfall even more so after Eminem became very successful. It almost seems like he was the rapper that was, like I said, talking about his struggle and talking about, you know, he even did a movie where it focuses on him trying to make it as a rapper. Instead of him already successful and has all the women and the money and the cars and the houses, instead of showing him doing all that stuff, it shows him, on the bus, writing on his hand his lyrics because he doesn't have paper to write his lyrics. So he's writing his lyrics on his hand. That's what they did, right? And then what happened with black culture and rap music? It seems like now we talking about more drugs and sex and violence, and it's on a decline. While here's Eminem talking about politics and who you should vote for and F Trump and all this and that and the BET Awards.
White and black people, hip-hop brought us together, man. Like, I don't hate Eminem and I don't hate white people, bro. All I'm saying is, like, black people to think you so arrogant and think y'all celebrities and better than everybody. Everybody just gotta chill, bro. I don't hate Eminem and I don't hate white people. Y'all don't understand. Hip-hop brought us together. I don't hate Eminem because of his color. I don't hate you people.
Damn, he's really letting it out right here, man. He's letting it out.
White America don't give a fuck about us, and hip-hop saved us. Hip-hop made white people believe that we was okay, that black people was okay. Hip-hop brought white people to us. And the powers that be didn't want that. They wanted Eminem they wanted white people to buy it to Eminem. Eminem didn't have nothing to do with that. He was just used and he didn't have nothing to do with that.
I wonder how many people understand this breakdown of what Benzino is saying about Eminem and just the whole hip hop culture. Like some people had actually said, which I find interesting and intelligent on Twitter, that Benzino wasn't really crying about Eminem from what I'm hearing right here so far. It sounds more like he's crying about what the industry did and how the industry used Eminem to push their agenda. And I understand it's not necessarily geared towards Eminem. It's more so geared towards the industry and the fact that you saw that and hated on him. And yes, you probably did bring up some racial slurs against Eminem. So it's understandable for stans especially and people to think what they did. But I guess this is why he keeps going up saying that he ain't racist and that he loves white people, is because so many people probably called him racist. Which I've actually gotten into debates with stans, and they've said, well, you're a racist because you're trying to defend Benzino. No, I'm just looking at the culture, man. Stop trying to call people racist just because they may not agree with everything that Eminem puts out. Yeah, see, this is the reason why I like to watch these interviews for myself, and I don't really go off of what I see on Twitter, because it really does appear that a lot of these people missed the whole point. I don't know if they just doing it for clicks or what, but it's like, man, y'all just really missed the whole point of what this man is really talking about. Like, he's actually, from what I see, not talking about Eminem at all. He's talking about the music industry.
For 22 years, every time I do an interview, they ask me about Eminem. The fuck you want me to do? Come on, man. I don't like this. My daughter came into the industry figuring that, hey, I gotta be cool with Eminem because everybody's against my dad.
Damn.
You think this shit is fucking cool? No.
I gotta be cool with Eminem because everybody is against my dad. So basically, when he made that statement right there, he's basically saying that, like I had said before, there's certain people in this industry that you just cannot speak bad about. And if you do, you will be blacklisted from the industry.
Oh, man. We're failing as a people. Where we at now? We're in the worst shape we've ever been.
True.
There's no leadership.
True.
Look at where we at now. The internet has ruined us.
True.
Look at where we at now, man, as a culture, bro.
Speaking so many facts, man. Speaking so many facts,
bro.
man.
I don't want my DMs filled with, I've had 9 pages knocked down, 1 million. White people think, I love all people.
Did he say he had 9 pages of DMs from Eminem stans? Man, make some noise for that, man. Imagine getting 9 pages of DMs from Eminem stans.
Let's battle. Let's do whatever. But let's at least face to face meet each other.
Yo, Nori's facial expression right here. All right, yeah, man. Let me know what y'all think. I want to know your thoughts and your comments. But yo, from what I see in this interview, it does not look like his tears were really about Eminem and the beef. It was really about the culture and how the music industry used him as a tool to push their agenda. It's clear that this is what this is really about.